What's up, everybody? This is Beau from GrowActive Solutions. We're going to be talking with Jon from Mammoth Microbes today. Mammoth is a really cool biologics company. Well, I guess before I tell you too much, let me introduce Jon. What's up, Jon? How you doing today?
Hello, everybody. I'm doing well. Thanks so much for having me. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Awesome.
So I guess why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and Mammoth and just kind of give them like the overview.
Sweet. So I've been working in the cannabis industry since about 2013. I've been a grower, I've been a processor, and now I'm kind of on the other side selling products, which has been a great experience. Mammoth is a phenomenal product. We started off primarily with this microbe here. We've had amazing success with it. We've got a really good imprint pretty much on the whole country at this point.
Yep.
It's
Coast to coast.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. It was formulated at the University of Colorado, so it's made here in America, which is pretty sweet. Started off as a real local mom and pop kind of startup. It was in a garage, and then we slowly kept expanding. It's just been really well received. The thing that makes it unique, though, is I kind of like to compare it as like a shotgun slug, where this does one focalized, very important job, and that is to help unlock and unbind phosphorus that gets locked out from inside of your media. Where a lot of other microbes out there are kind of more like a spread or like a pellet, where they do a wide range of things in that microbial world.
Yes.
Where we specifically, again, just the phosphorus cycling.
Yeah, I think that that's also a really important thing to bring up, right? Terminology when we're talking about things is very important, right? And words mean things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we have a lot of people who come in and ask for microbes, which is cool. We get it, right? We understand we can help point you in the right direction, right? That's what we're here to do. But microbes is a very blanket term. There's there's what, millions of microbes?
Yes.
Billions of microbes, right? We're
Yeah.
talking that type of numbers. All of them have a very specific function, right? So, and you're saying that you just go after phosphorus.
Specifically, yes.
Yes.
That is the only intent primarily for this bottle. We went out and pretty much sourced these microbes straight from nature. We did thousands upon thousands of trial runs, and then initially landed on this consortia that we have here. And we do own a patent on this specific blend, so you're not going to find this anywhere else.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, with that, as far as going for, strictly phosphorus, why would you target phosphorus?
So the main reason why you're going to want to do that is because it is responsible for fruit and flower development, aka bud sites. Now that can actually be pretty much translated across all sorts of agriculture. I'm currently using this on a vegetable garden right now, having the biggest, best looking tomatoes I've ever had that I've ever grown. So it really is like a blanket. It can apply all the way across the board. We're actually starting to have some pretty big interest on that ag side of things and getting into that market.
Absolutely. I guess, phosphorus is generally in the form of a rock, especially in organic gardening, right? We have rock phos, right? Yes, we can get phosphorus from other places, right? But we have there's a lot of naturally occurring rock phos out there and a lot of products that have rock phos, right? And so we're trying to break down a rock, right? And make that available to the plant. And that's where Mammoth comes in and just helps break that down. We can pour water on a rock for years, right? And nothing's going to happen to it, right? We might create a little crease or something like that, right? But we need to break that down and make it more plant available. And so I think that's a really cool thing that you guys specifically targeted that. And no wonder you're having, people reaching out from all sides of ags, right? As cannabis growers, we do care about our phosphorus, our bloom, our, the power of the flowering, right? And maximizing that as much as possible. How much can I get in my reservoir without burning my plants? And Mammoth is an awesome addition to any nutrient line because it's not an NPK. It's not going to mess up any other nutrients that you're using. It is strictly just microbes that are there to break down that phos. But then in that ag world, we're trying to break down rocks that are in the ground. And so having something like this to be able to run through your irrigation lines or however you need to deliver it to your farm, I think is a very big thing for everybody all over the place, right? So that we can make sure that we're maximizing what a farmer can produce, maximizing their profit, right?
Exactly. Without having to go in and like do a complete overhaul on what it is they want to use and how they want to go about it. And that's genuinely my favorite thing about Mammoth P is however you want to skin the cat, man, you can go ahead and do that. This is just going to make it better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I know that you guys do also have a couple other things that you've added on, right? Why don't you tell us about some of those?
Yeah. So we've had the CannControl. That's definitely been around for quite a long time now. It's an amazing all-in-one IPM spray that you can incorporate into your garden. You can use it as a foliar, or you can use it as a root drench. You can do that little twofer right there. And pretty much the only reason why we really don't have the OMRI certified logo on it is just because of corn oil. You can't really get it organic anymore. If you can, it's not that cost effective. Otherwise, the main active ingredient is thyme, which is pretty awesome. You can feel really good about using this product, especially if you're going to use it outdoors. You got dogs, you got kids, or something like that. You're not doing anything crazy gnarly or anything systemic that's going to be an issue later on down the road. It's been awesome. And then we are starting to now venture into some other spaces throughout the cannabis scene, which has been really exciting. Coming out with products for a purpose is kind of what I like to look at it as. We have a new premium plug that we just came out with, which is a generic clone and seed plug. We have a couple little twists on it that make it a little bit different than everybody else out there. They're a little bit deeper. They're about the size of like a Bic lighter. We don't use as much of like a polymer or as a glue as certain other brands out there that can definitely lead to issues later on down the road as far as like trying to rehydrate and things along those lines, or even just degrading and, you know, allowing the root zone to fully expand once you make that transplant. So kind of some critical things that we took notice of and applied to our product to get rid of that issue.
Absolutely.
It's really unique because it comes in the tray with the 50 cell insert, and all those 50 cells are already pre-filled for you and moistened. So literally all you got to do is open up the packaging, whatever your enzyme regimen is for root development and things along those lines. Go ahead and do what you're doing and just pop and play and you're ready to go.
That sounds convenient.
It's extremely convenient. Standard 10 by 20 dome, whatever you guys are already rocking, it's totally going to fit onto it. No weird proprietary stuff, you know what I mean? So trying to kind of keep it easy for the masses. Nice. And then we also have a silica that we just released not that long ago. We've been having really great results from it so far. It is the monosilicic, so it is the one that is immediately plant bioavailable, which is convenient compared to the other ones out there. It is really low in nitrogen, so you don't got to worry about using it week 4, 5, 6, later into flower and adding in any of that excess stuff. It's got little trace amounts of boron and calcium to just kind of help with overall silica uptake and be a little more efficient.
Yep.
And then it's also a little bit cleaner. It doesn't have the polyethyl glycol in it, which actually can be a lung irritant. So when you use it as a foliar, if you're not using wearing a mask or anything sort of PPE wise, after prolonged periods of time, there could be some negative side effects.
Wow.
So
good to know.
Yeah, right? That's just those little things. You know? But yeah, no, we are constantly expanding and diversifying our portfolio. We definitely have some things on the horizon that I'm really, really, really stoked about.
Nice.
And Mammoth is here for the long run. I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon.
I don't think so either, right? Like you said, you started off with one, keep producing, and everybody loves everything that you guys come out with. There's definitely the mark of quality and the standard there, which is very important, right?
Absolutely.
So, I think the Mammoth is here to stay, and I've been using Mammoth P for a little bit, and I definitely see the results from it, and I definitely see the results from it in everybody who uses it, right? So, it's everything you guys do is great. Everything is definitely in a earth-friendly, I feel, sense, and that's very, very important. And so, commend you guys on what you're doing, and thank you very much for coming out and being a part of the GrowActive 3rd anniversary.
Well, thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for supporting the brand. You guys are an amazing location. You guys got a really great thing going on here.
Thank you.
It's been a wonderful experience, to say the least, so far. And Missouri, if you guys ever need anything, you know where to come.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, man. Have a great day. Thank you.
You too, sir.
All right, guys. Well, that was Jon with Mammoth. And thank you very much for joining us today. See you guys next time. What did you say his name was?